teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop him from trying again the rest of this game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Operating from the gun, Burke. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Operating from the gun, Burke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 64 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Off play action. Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. On first down, Burke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Burke. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The partner of this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You see what Riddick was able to do in last week's ball game. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Looking to throw on second down. Burke over the middle, complete. That's Graves. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Riddick. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Riddick. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Williams. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right as the challenge is a good one. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 31 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Riddick with a carry. Oh, what a move. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's Riddick. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Looking to throw. Burke. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Portland football here ready to begin the second quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Back to throw. Williams. Complete. Smith has it.
And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Williams. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McLean. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'll pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to roam now. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Operating from the gun, Burke. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Burke, and it's caught. Touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Lumberjacks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Williams' throw complete there to Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Williams' throw taken in by Cooper here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Williams now on 1st down. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep. His first punt. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Off the play fake, Burke. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Burke. He finds his man. Complete. That's Perry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Burke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action, Williams. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McLean. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Williams. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw. Burke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
He hits Riddick underneath. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Burke. Throw left side complete. That's Graves. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the deep.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Burke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Burke to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Burke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Williams got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. against the Bears here? Let's find
Ball
out.
start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Williams. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run on 1st down. McLean. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Burke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
160 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Williams throwing on 1st down. And the ball is knocked out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later,
Pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Williams now on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.